Have I created a monster?
Oh no.
We got our ceiling panel primed, and now we're trying to locate this light. I ordered these LED can lights. They're really replacements for regular cans, but what we're going to do is modify them to work. We're going to take the springs off, but first we have to drill a hole. Did you get it in the middle? Mm-hmm. So now we got to trace around this 6-inch hole we printed out on SketchUp, and better do that while I explain to people what we're doing who haven't seen the video. We're making these ceiling panels for the basement area, not the shop area, but all of the areas in the basement. And this is the first one. You'll have to excuse, we just moved in, and so somehow a filing cabinet ended up in my shop. Not sure, but now I'm going to cut this hole out for this light fixture. Cool, now we just need to drill us a little hole there, Barrett, for the jigsaw to go into. So Barrett, let's just start right here. There we go. Is this a dull blade on here, Barrett? Have we come full circle? Thankfully, it doesn't have to be pretty. All right, so Barrett, now what we're going to do is take these little springs off, which are meant to connect to an existing can light. Mm-hmm. Like that. You know, we love these, don't we?
Yeah, I've done it before.
I like the springs that are like the springy springs, not the metal. Yeah. But that's going the wrong way, isn't it? That's easy enough, isn't it? There we go. So Barrett, that's the only wire cutters we could find.
Yeah, we couldn't find the wire cutters.
See, I think they're up in the garage. This is one problem, we haven't got the shop really set up yet, so we're getting desperate. We need to cut these off, but this will probably work. Oh yeah.
I'd say so.
But what we're going to do is we're going to string the lights together. So we'll have to strip this, and we'll be stringing them all together. I may get some shrink wrap, just because. Is the building inspector listening, or the electrical inspector? There's not really going to be a junction box, so I'll probably get some shrink wrap, and shrink wrap these connections together between those two screws right there. At least they'll be pretty consistent then. At least they'll look coordinated. So Barrett, what size hole? Well, it's funny, because the one we had on there would have worked, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
3/16. We'll use that one. Shoot. Next time remind me to check it before I take it out. So Barrett, let's crank this up. Put it right there on our mark. I'm gonna just try to hold this and do it. Let me get it started. I'll give myself a little more room, I think, to work. That'll work out good.
Yeah.
So Barrett, what we're going to try to do is line these holes up, you know, this way.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be perfect. We're going to paint the outer rim. Well, I just realized we got a lot of play in the hole, don't we? So we need to measure. Ooh, I don't think the hole needs to be that big, does it? Now we'll have to center the. We'll have to check that. But check the thing for center now that the hole's so big. Okay. Barrett, I'm going to run this screw in there. I know people are saying, why are you... It's going to be ugly. I don't think so.
Nah.
The thing is, I want to be able to change these out from below. I don't want to have to, you know, try to take the panel down just to change the light out. So, I'm willing to put up with a little screw on each side. I don't want to get them too tight because it'll flatten out the light. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So down here, do is we're just going to try to paint this outer rim. Let me get some of this paint off the roller. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the roller and I'm going to go around flat. And the reason we're doing this is so we can paint the screws. And I just want to paint the outer rim. So if I hold my roller right, I don't know. Let's just see how that looks after it dries. It'll take a couple of coats. But I think it's going to look fine. It looks awful almond now, doesn't it? They
Kind of sparkly.
Sparkly.
I guess it's just the LED.
LED lights hitting it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if that color inside may clash too much. I may have to, because there's a lens that goes in there.
Mm-hmm.
We may have to, I don't know, that almond color is going to bug me, I think. So what we may have to do is figure out a way to paint all this, get down in the cracks, where you break your mother's back. What I might do is see if I can, I did it now, didn't I?
You started it.
I think I'm going to try to paint the whole thing. Just got to be careful. I don't want to get too much paint on my roller because I don't want it to roll. I don't want the paint to go down in that little groove where the lens sits. That's the only thing about painting a light color. It's hard to tell. Can you see on the camera where I've been?
Yeah.
You can?
You can tell.
I'm having a hard time.
No, the inside of that's pretty hard to tell, yeah.
Yeah. But I think if I just cover it up with a couple of coats of paint, the light fixture will just go away, hopefully. That's what I'm trying to do. I want the light, but I really don't want a big deal of a light fixture on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I especially don't want those screws not being painted. So, people are going to say, well, that's weird. Well, yeah, it is a little weird. But it's 13 feet in the air, so I think once it's all said and done,
You're just going to see a light.
yeah, hopefully you'll just see the lens of the light.
It's not like anyone's going to be looking up at a light.
Now, the best way to paint these grooves is just to go ahead and put the paint in them, like that, like I'm doing, and then come back and roll the face of the 1x12, like that. See?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll paint down the crack. So, you ready to paint?
I'll do it.
There, you're supposed to sing, I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. Don't get that on your clothes, man.
Yeah.
Your fashionista clothes. It looks, what's weird is it looks almost like a blue in the camera, but it's a gray. It's a light gray. It's called, what is it, Stone White? And I usually use Benjamin Moore. I swear by Benjamin Moore, but you know, this is, these ceiling panels are, it'll be good enough for them, interior paint, for panels that are 13 feet off the floor. There's only 16 of them. What do you mean it's going to take till next year to build them all? I think the light's going to look fine after we get it painted. Where's that little lens? Well, we'll put it in there when the paint's dry. Let me see if I can get back here where we can see the whole thing. Yeah, there's 16 of them. And once we get in the groove, you know, this is the first one. We didn't even know what we were doing really. You know, they don't all have lights in them. Just like 4 in the main room, just 4 of them have lights in them. So it won't take, I don't know. Beck's thinking by the time we get these built, it'll be time to sell the house. You sound like my wife.
And installed.
Huh?
And installed.
So Barrett, we never had our 10-year party on you. 10-year. We had our 10-year anniversary in November.
Oh wow, Dad.
Yeah. Has it been worth it?
Has it been worth it?
All the year, all the hours, and all the money we've spent. I know it's been worth it. We've met a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
All the people we've met, our friends are good. It's but our viewership is down, that's for sure.
I haven't been playing the guitar.
We're not playing the guitar, we're not wearing sexy clothes. I don't know what it is. Everybody likes that guy PewDiePie for some reason. I still haven't figured that one out. What has he ever done?
Gotta do gamer videos, Dad.
That's not content. Look what we just did. We're creating something. We're building. We've got real content. We get what, 200 views, 300 views. So I don't know. I had my 15 minutes of fame though, I guess. With remember when the 3D printing video was on Japanese TV? Yeah. That was fun. I found that CD when we moved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They sent me. I told them they could use my video. All I wanted was them to send me a CD of the commercial. And they did. It was a news story. That's all right. It wasn't a commercial.
Oh, okay.
But that's cool. That was, you know, that's 8 million of our 20-something million views. So
wow. It's
a third. One video is a third of our views. So it kind of tells you something. You know, we had our 15 minutes of fame, and maybe it's over, baby. I don't know. That's kind of discouraging to put so much effort, time, money into doing something and get such little return. ROI, baby. Return on investment.
Yep.
But it's fun. We'll keep doing it. And it's been, I'm not complaining. We've been able to meet people and raise money for good causes. And so, I don't know. It's just a little depressing when your viewership drops so much. It's depressing, man. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. Right now, we're gonna drop off some garbage.
We do.
Anyway, we cleaned up the shop after we painted the ceiling panel because we got to where we couldn't walk in there. So that's where we're heading now. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for 10 years. I guess this is our 10-year video. Not much cool. Fanfare. No Britney Spears in the background. Anyway, thanks guys. See ya.